want to do is just talk to you parents for a second. Okay, I'm going to actually read this to you because the word is better. This program was developed to introduce the library's grant for a generous Middle Eastern book collection. We have chosen 3 stories from the Arabian Nights collection to celebrate. But as with all folk stories from around the world, I do want to put a caution out there to parents. You might want to read these stories that they have first before you let your children read them to make sure they fit your individual family standards. For instance, original folk stories are often gruesome, as many of you know from reading the Grimm fairy tales. And what they do when you get a children's book is they take some of the gruesome out. So same thing with the Arabian stories. You want to make sure you read them first and make sure all the gruesome for your family is taken out. We just wanted to make you aware of that so your kids don't go grab an Arabian book and then there's something in there that you're like, I don't want my kid to read that. Okay? All right, everyone. See, we have lots of kids here. Now, normally, when we tell stories, you have to be very, very quiet, right? Okay. But this time, I want you to be quiet except for when Amanda pulls up one of these signs, we need your help. So she's going to hold up a sign, and then you guys are going to help us with our story. So we're going to practice it, okay? So we're going to practice between this side, and we're going to practice between this side.
You guys got to make it nice and big, all right? You're lacking numbers, I think.
Okay, so first, whenever you see this sign, you're going to hiss like a snake. So, okay, now this side.
Oh, we're better.
Right, good. Okay, we're taking turns. We're having a contest. That side versus this side. Okay, ready? Now what? All right. Now, when you see this is for the bad guy. So, what do you say? All right. What do you say?
Okay, maybe you guys can move over here.
Next one, we got a cheer. So over here, say hooray. Hooray! Over here.
Oh, okay.
All right, great.
Somebody's going to have to take a deeper breath over here.
Whoosh, that's for the wind. Whoosh. Okay, that's like now, this is what you have to listen. You have to wait for me on this one. I'm going to count to 3, and then we're going to clap our hands all at the same time. But just this side first. 1, 2, 3, clap. Okay, this side. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And we see this, you're going to use your feet. You're going to go like a big horse sound. All right? And if you see this side, you say what?
Once upon a
And
time.
if you see this, you say what?
Once upon a time.
Excellent. You got this. All right. So, there are a ton of good ways to start stories, right? You can say, in the beginning, there once was a dark and stormy night. You can say, far, far away in a galaxy, far, far away. Or what's another one, Sarah, we could say? Once upon a time. Everybody, once upon a time. Okay, so, children all over the world listen to stories, not just here. No matter where you live, they listen to stories. There's lots of reasons for that. Sometimes you listen to stories because you want to learn something. Sometimes it's just fun and it's magical. But I want to remind you, when you listen to Little Red Riding Hood, or you do like Peter and the Wolf, do wolves and do they climb down chimneys? No. No. Did they talk?
No.
Did they go in your house and eat your grandma?
No.
But it's really fun, right? And it's fun. So that's the same way with these stories. We're going to do some enchanted stuff, and we're going to do some magic stuff, okay? But that doesn't mean that's the way that Middle Eastern people live on a daily basis. It's just, we're being fun, just like our stories are fun. So, all right, let's get started here. Let me fix my music. Sit in my little chair. All right. There we go. All right. You ready? Once upon a time, there was an evil magician. Let's call him Jafar. Who longed to have all the treasure in the world. He conjured a fantastical spell to see the future. All right? Let's have him conjure. I'll give him some conjuring music. All right. To see the future. And he saw that far away in a deep, dark cave lay a lamp that could grant him any wish he wanted. It would give him riches. Unfortunately, he saw that only a humble boy would be able to retrieve the lamp. But he saw far across the desert that there was a boy that could do this. But he was often in trouble with others, and they were always chasing him. All the time. Guards! Get him! I can't tell the story without my script!
Over here.
Alright, good. I'm glad I got my script back. Now we can keep going. Well, Jafar, the evil magician, grabbed the boy, blindfolded him, and dragged him out of the city, where he used his powerful magic to whisk them both away to the cave. He conjured another spell of fire and incense, and the ground started to crack and rumble. 1, 2, 3. Alright, good. A cave appeared in the mountain, and a ring was lying in front of it, just waiting to be taken. Aladdin, for this was the boy's name, struggled to get away, but the magician held tightly to his neck.
I don't want to go in there. It's dark and smelly. Let
Silence,
me go.
boy! Go fetch me the lamp or you'll be sorry. And take this ring with you.
Put on your rings. Just like Aladdin, put your rings on. All right, good. All right. Jafar pushed him into the cave. The stone closed, and the boy had no choice but to go on. As he walked through the cave, he saw that it was filled with beautiful trees of fruit.
These aren't fruit. They're marbles. But do you know where the lamp is? Where's the lamp?
It's right there!
Where's the lamp?
It's right there!
This?
Yes!
But it's old. Why would he want this?
It's got a genie in it!
There's a genie?
It's magic! It's magical!
Yeah, right.
You have power.
Either way, that's his problem. I can just get out of here. Hello? I have your lamp.
Hand it to me, boy. You fool! You have no idea how valuable that is. Now go get it!
But just as Aladdin fell back into the cave, the doorway fell and was sealed shut. The magician flew away in a fit of anger. Aladdin was alone and afraid, and his hands were very, very cold.
My hands are cold.
What is thy wish, O master?
Excuse me?
I am the genie of the ring, O master. I'm here to grant your wish, O master. What is it you desire, O master?
Well, oh, genie! I guess what I really desire is to go home. I've been home in 2 days, and my mom won't be very happy with me. Could you take me home?
Can I take you home? Certainly. Come, master.
Well, as you can imagine, Aladdin was quite shocked. Not only had he been kidnapped and blindfolded and thrown into a fantastical cave, but he also found a beautiful ring and a genie. When he arrived home, Aladdin's mother came around the corner and saw him. He was right. She was definitely not happy that he had been gone for 2 days.
Aladdin, is that you? Oh, my boy. I've been so worried. I thought you were in jail or hurt. You're not hurt, are you? Oh, I've been here all by myself, so worried. And besides that, I'm starving because you took all the food with you and left me with nothing. What is that? You left for 2 days and all you bring me is this?
But Mom, I think that's valuable.
Oh, you think? You think? Let me tell you what I think. I think you're gonna take this to the market and see if somebody will give us some food for it. Maybe if we clean it up, it could be worth a few figs or some bread.
What is your wish?
You again.
Who again? Who's he?
He's helped me before. He's the genie of the ring.
Genie of the ring? Ha! I have more power than that in my little toenail than that little imp has in his whole body.
I'm sorry, but you do look alike.
Alike? We look nothing alike. I have supremacy emanating from my very fingertips. That puny sorcerer has no power.
Sorry, you're nothing like him. You're so much more superior and impressive. Who are you?
I am the genie of the lamp. What do you wish, my master?
Wishes? We get wishes? Oh! What do I wish for?
Food!
Food! Infinite food so I can be fat!
Ice cream!
You're making me so hungry! Oh, I wish I had something to eat!
As you wish, oh master.
Oh, what prompt service! Thank you. Aladdin, come and eat. Come and have something. What's in your bag? It sounds like a rock. Is there a genie of the rock?
Please.
It's just some marble I found in the cave.
A marble. Oh, this looks like a very nice marble. It looks like a ruby. It can't be a ruby. Is it a ruby?
It is a ruby, oh master.
Oh, we're gonna be so rich! We can buy food. We can buy a goat. We can buy a farm. We could buy shoes. We can buy anything we want. This is wonderful.
And what's this?
Well, Aladdin and his mother found that they had enough riches now to buy a huge house and the things that they always needed and wanted. Aladdin grew into a strong and handsome young man, and people started to notice them, including the emperor of another country. On one of their travels, the emperor and his beautiful daughter rode by Aladdin's house. As they went past, Aladdin saw a girl more beautiful than any he had ever imagined. He ran up to speak with her, and she was witty and kind too. He was instantly smitten with love, and he boldly asked for her hand in marriage. The emperor was so impressed by Aladdin and his wealth that he agreed. The genie made a palace for them to live in, and life was very fine indeed. Aladdin held the poor, and everyone liked him. Unfortunately, the magician was devising a plan of his own.
You think like a dragon and you are a dragon.
He waited until Aladdin was gone on a long journey, and he disguised himself as an oil peddler, and he went to Aladdin's palace.
Any old lamps, I'll give you new. Old lamps you'd like to trade? Any old lamps? Old
I like a lamp.
I'll give you new.
I want a lamp. I want a lamp.
You guys have a trade. Do you have one to give him?
Any old lamps, I'll give you new.
Here, old man, take this and good riddance. My master would be pleased to have a new one.
Certainly, certainly. Here you are. And thank you, thank you!
Crazy old food trading old for new. What can he be thinking? Huh.
Crazy, eh? You'll see.
What do you wish, oh master?
Finally! After all this time, I finally have what I deserve. All that time spent waiting, planning, searching. Finally, I have it. Only to have it ripped from my hands by that rotten boy.
Do you plan on doing any wishing soon? Because I really have other things I could be doing.
Right. There'll be time for that later. Genie, I wish to have everything Aladdin has. His palace, his wife, his riches, everything. I want all to be mine!
Certainly, oh master.
When Aladdin arrived home from his travels, though, everything was gone. He was devastated. His wife's father, the emperor, was furious with her disappearance and demanded that he be thrown in jail. The people fought for him, but the emperor's anger could not be quieted.
Take this
Aladdin
boy away.
was thrown into the dungeon.
No!
He's my daughter.
remembered the ring and placed it on his finger.
What do you wish, oh master?
Genie, I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, so you are. I thought you were next best buds with that other genie. I mean, if he has so much power, why isn't he here helping you out of this, where are we?
A dungeon. I don't even know what happened. I was off and then suddenly everything was gone. Like it was all magically teleported away.
Magically, huh? Sounds like Lamp Boy. Must be working under the orders of a new master. Shame. Just can't buy loyalty these days, can you?
Genie, I'm sorry. I never believed anything he said about you.
It just hurts being unappreciated and forgotten.
But now in my most desperate hour, I'm coming to you for help. Because you're superior, intelligent, and very, very, very handsome. So can you help?
I wish I could, but my power just isn't enough to fight the lamp genie.
I wish I could see my wife again, so I know that she's all right.
That I can do.
Aladdin was immediately transported far away to a strange land. He didn't have to search long before he found his mansion and his lovely wife. She was distraught because the magician had tried many times to force her to marry him, but she only wanted to return home. When she saw Aladdin, she flung herself into his arms, and they rejoiced. Together they came up with a plan. That night, she put a potion into the magician's tea, and the magician fell fast asleep.
Where's the lamp? Do you know where the lamp is?
He has it.
What is your wish? Oh, it's you again. How did you get in here?
The genie of the ring brought me,
Oh,
and he says hello.
he did he? I guess he's your next best bud, isn't he?
Well, he's helped me out of some tight spots, but he did admit that he wasn't as powerful as you, so he brought me here.
He admitted that, did he? Oh, well, then ask away, my boy. I mean, oh, master.
Genie, I wish for everything to be returned to the way it was.
Certainly, oh, master.
The genie of the lamp granted his request. The palace started to shake and rumble. And then crack! 1, 2, 3! All right, good. Then everything was quiet and still and exactly as it was before. The emperor embraced his daughter when he saw her. He realized his mistake and apologized to Aladdin. As for the evil magician,
Like a toilet.
he was banished from the kingdom forever, and no one ever saw him again. After many years, the emperor died. And Aladdin became the emperor over all the land. He was just and fair and ruled for many, many years. And he, his wife, the genie of the ring, and the genie of the lamp lived out their days in peace and happiness. Hooray! Did you guys like that one? While they get ready, I'm going to play some Arabian Nights for you. How's that? You guys know this one if you've ever seen Aladdin. So what do you think the next story is about? It's called The Enchanted Horse. What do you think that might be about, Carly?
I love this one.
What do you think?
A magic horse.
What do you think, Lucas? What do you think of Enchanted Horse might be about? What kind of a horse is it?
Magic horse.
A brown horse.
A brown horse. Okay, a brown and magical horse.
Huh?
needs no one.
Once upon a time, a great king of Persia was overseeing his court duties. A long line had been formed, and King Hassim was growing irritated.
Father, what is it? You seem unhappy today.
All day I've had nothing to do but enact laws, settle disputes, listen to complaints, and throw people in jail. Nobody's brought me anything for a long time. Why hasn't anybody brought me anything?
But just yesterday you got a pair of nightingales from the kingdom of Karnai.
Oh, don't remind me. They kept me up all night. Those birds may sing, but they really need to work on their harmonies. No, I need someone to bring me something different, something special, splendid, something...
Among those lined up, a man stepped out and greeted the king.
Your magnificence. Did I hear you say that you wanted something special, enchanted, magical? I have brought you just such a thing. To excite your eyes, surprise your senses, mesmerize your mind, delight your dreams, and captivate your cranium. Bring in the horse.
The peddler showed him a magnificent mechanical horse that was of such fine workmanship that it almost passed for a real horse.
Well, it is pretty, but I have many horses. Enchanted, you say? Just how exactly is it going to, captivate my, cranium?
This horse, Your Majesty, will take you anywhere you wish to go. To the farthest island of the sea, to the snowy mountains of the north. It'll take you to the middle of the desert or the edge of the wildest jungle. All you have to do
Or China.
is climb on, turn the key, and tell you where to go.
A likely story, Father. More likely you get on and the entire thing explodes.
No, my dear prince, what are you suggesting? I am devoted to my most glorious king. I have worked tirelessly for years to perfect this masterpiece to show my devotion.
Then perhaps you would be so good as to show us a little demonstration.
Aha, yes. Your Majesty, where would you like me to go?
Oh, I know. How about that far-off island on the sea that you mentioned?
In return as proof, or don't bother coming back.
Very well. I shall return.
The peddler climbed onto the horse, turned the key, rose up in the air, and disappeared. He came back seconds later with a palm leaf.
I have returned, Your Majesties, with the proof you desire.
Are you pleased?
Fantastic. Nobody else has anything quite like this. Nobody else does have anything quite like this, do they?
No, Your Majesty, it is one of a kind, and it will be yours to command. I only ask for a small token in return.
Oh, certainly. Well, what is it that you desire?
Well, since you mention it, I would be willing to accept in return, your daughter.
The princess, you press your luck, sir. No way would my father let you do that.
Now, son, let's not get heated. Sir, I must have this horse. Surely there's something that you take instead. How about a splendid pair of singing nightingales from the kingdom of Karnai?
No. I'm sorry, but the only thing I will consider is the princess's hand in marriage. Perhaps I should try the Sultan of Bardiche.
Wait. I must have this horse. Your sister has been rather temperamental lately, so maybe it wouldn't be all that
Father, you can't be serious. Surely there's something else in the palace that he would accept as payment. You take him around and try to show him everything, and I'll take it for safekeeping.
Oh, good plan, my son, good plan. You go in and have fun.
Prince Ahmed got on the horse, turned the key, and sped off into the air. Unfortunately, the prince didn't know how to stop the horse, and after a while he got worried. Then he found the lever in his ear. The horse came back to the earth. Well, their landing wasn't quite that smooth. It was nighttime, and the prince knew nothing of where he was, except for that he was in a beautiful palace. There were fine linens, high vaulted ceilings, a golden room, and lying on her bed, he saw the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. He startled her awake, but she was immediately impressed with the handsome prince. He told her who he was, and they spent the evening together, talking and laughing all night, while her servant waited on them, hand and foot. The Princess of Bengal was so smitten that she asked the prince to stay with her a while longer. He agreed, and they ended up deeply in love after many, many weeks. The prince knew he had to return, for his father would be very worried, but he could not bear to leave her, so that he convinced her to return to his kingdom. They explained all to her parents, and they set off on the horse home toward Persia.
Well, now, you've been here for several weeks. You've seen all of my palace, my lands, my treasury. Surely you found something that you treasure more than the hand of the princess.
No, no, dear king, although I'm entranced by your riches and your kingdom and your land, and, well, nothing quite compares with the beauty and charm of your daughter, Princess Salim. Now, I humbly ask you to bring my horse back.
I can't, I'm sorry. I don't know where it is. Aha! My boy. Was your trip as wondrous as it seems? So it appears.
Father, this is the Princess of Bengal, Princess Moranti, and we wish to be married right away.
Well, dear king, it seems that love is in the air. Will we be arranging marriage for your daughter, Princess Salim, as well?
Still here are you, asking for what you cannot have? Be gone with you.
How dare you! I only ask for a fair payment, but you still deny me what I desire. So I will deny you what you desire as well.
Everyone was startled. The prince was devastated by her disappearance and vowed to find her, no matter how long it took. He immediately began searching for her. The peddler had taken her to Kashmir. He was not nice, and he treated her so badly that she cried out for help. The Sultan of Harpani heard her cries and rescued her. The peddler was thrust into jail, never to be seen again. Princess Moranti was so beautiful, she asked him to help her get home, but he couldn't take it because he wanted to make her his wife. How could she marry the Sultan? She loved Prince Ahmed. She could think of no way to get out of this situation, so she devised a plan. Until she could find a way to return to her beloved, she would pretend to be crazy. In the morning, when the Sultan arrived to tell her of the wedding plans, they found her a little bit different.
Where am I? Well, I must be in the jungle. Look at all these wild animals. I'll just be a wild animal, and then they won't hurt me. Look at all the monkeys. And the snakes. And the tigers. Oh, it looks like a tiger.
Oh, that sounds good.
Well, doctor, how is she doing today?
I'm afraid her case has not improved, sir. As you can see. This morning I heard her claim that she could see the whole world. And that it was round. Like a ball.
Oh, she is crazy. My, is there nothing that you can do?
I have unfortunately tried everything that I know. I can just hope that this is a temporary condition. And that one day she'll wake up and...
Oh, such a shame. So beautiful. I was going to marry her, but not like this. Is there nothing that anyone in my kingdom can do?
Just then, a servant arrived.
Your Excellency, there's a poor dervish man downstairs who claims he can kill the princess.
He can. Well, go and fetch him.
Your Majesty, a poor dervish man has come to meet you.
Well, what can you do, young man?
I have heard in my village far away that there is a very beautiful princess who is, as you say, cuckoo.
Oh, she's crazy. But what can you do about it?
I believe I might know what to do, but can I examine her in private, please?
Certainly. Everyone out!
After much rejoicing, they devised an escape plan. Prince Ahmed went to the Sultan to inform him of the princess's condition.
Sultan, you are very fortunate. I have heard of this before. But I need something. Does she have a mystical, magical horse?
You know, she did have such a horse when she arrived. She would never tell me what it did. You say it's magical?
Yes, it's very magical, but very dangerous to those who are not used to dealing with it. There's an ancient energy in there, and I'm afraid that some has gone into her soul.
Really? Is there anything you can do about it?
I will light holy fires and sprinkle incense that only I have, and attempt to pull the evil from her. Bring me the horse, please.
Bring in the horse! Where'd the horse go?
Horse! Oh, horse! Horse!
Horse!
Come on, kids, let's see if we can get him in here. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Horse!
Yes, here's the horse. I couldn't say sorry to so long.
Sorry.
Be faster next time.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Sorry.
Stand back,
Oh,
everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
We said add some Hocus pocus wins that whirl. Cure this very crazy girl. Take away her deep remorse. Put it back into the horse.
He threw his incense on the fire, which caused so much smoke that no one could see. In the chaos, they jumped on the back of the horse and they escaped into the night. Once home, they were greeted with a warm and happy welcome. They were married promptly and lived happily ever after, and the king's daughter, Princess Salim, found her own prince in due time. Is there a prince in here? Yo, prince! And the king Hassim soon had many, many grandchildren to grace his home. Yay! All right, we have one more story. So while they get ready, this one's called Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves.
Oh, it's
You guys ever heard this story? Don't tell him yet. Wait. Now, let's practice our signs for this one. Okay, you ready? Hold on. Finally, you're not ready quite yet. All right. Okay. All right. I'm ready. Okay. All right. So first, let's do the 1, 2, 3 clap. Ready? 1, 2, 3 clap. Good. All right. And then when you see this one, you're gonna stop. All right. And when you see this one, you're gonna say, "Open sesame!" And when you see this one, you're going to say, "No!" All right, when you see this one, what do you say? Happy ever after! And one more, I can tell you about this one. They actually still do this today. We can do it for a bad guy, we can do it for a good guy. They do it when they're dancing or at weddings. It's called a zaggareet. And what you do to make a zaggareet sound is you take your tongue and you put it against your teeth like this and you go, but if you're a girl, it's considered impolite to show your mouth doing that, so you have to put your hand up in front of your face and go. Okay. All right. I think we're ready. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Alright. Once upon a time, there were two brothers named Ali Baba and Qasim. They lived in Persia. You want to show us where Persia is? Right here in Iran and Iraq, okay? Ali Baba was a poor, humble woodcutter. He worked hard and cared for his family and servants. On the other hand, his brother Qasim became rich off the misfortune of others. He was lazy and very full of himself. One day while Ali Baba was in the forest loading wood, he heard a terrifying sound. 40 men in rich apparel with swords and daggers came charging over the hill on some of the best horses he'd ever seen. The men had huge bags on their back full of plunder. These were not rich men, but thieves who had stolen from others. Their leader was huge, strong, and very intimidating. He stretched forth his hand and yelled,
Open sesame!
"Excuse me, thief!
What?
I said intimidating."
Open sesame!
Come on, kids, let's help him. Open sesame! That is so much better. Instantly, the rock shuddered and opened a large door. The men rode through on their horses. The door closed, they unloaded their bags, and came back out with empty bags. The leader raised his hand and he yelled,
Shut sesame!
as they rode off in the sunset towards more unsuspected victims. Now, Ali Baba was curious, so he had to investigate. He went over to the rock and he yelled, "Open sesame!" The door opened and he crept inside, and then the music stopped. He found himself in a huge, beautiful cave full of treasure. Fine silks, beautiful linens, precious jewels, and much gold. He loaded as many bags as he could carry. And he went home straight away to show his wife and son.
Hello, Father. Home so soon?
Yes.
Ollie, baby! Ollie, baby! I am so glad to see you. I was worried about you. Come sit down. Come sit down. All day working in that hot heat out there. Marjana, would you please get us some drinks? Let me rub your head. You can relax. Ollie, baby.
Wait, stop. I have something to tell you. And it's important that you don't get excited.
Oh, you know me. I can handle anything. Why, the other day, when Pashima told me she had a wonderful secret, I was completely in control.
You tackled her to the ground, stuck onions up her nose until she couldn't see anymore.
Oh, come on, to be fair, she knows I don't like surprises. And besides, I haven't told her secret to anybody.
What about your mother?
You mean I wasn't supposed to tell my mother?
Oh, never mind. Look, what I have to tell you must remain a secret. You understand?
Yes, Father. I'm always yours to command.
Ollie, baby, you know I would do anything for you.
Such riches!
We are going to be so wealthy. Oh, Ollie, baby, this could give us the life we have always dreamed of. And you will have everything you need. You'll be a great man. You could marry Woody.
Well, Mother, we'll see about that. But I, for one, would like to know where all this came from.
Actually, I can't tell you that. You see, there are some very dangerous men who will be very upset if they find out I have this. So you understand why it must remain a secret, right? Okay, what I want you to do, go get a shovel. We're gonna bury it right here.
Ali baby, I mean Ali Baba's wife, could not tell Qasim's wife Haja why she wanted the shovel. So the suspicious Haja smeared a little grease on it, knowing that whatever they used it for, it would stick to the grease. Ali Baba's wife returned home and they buried their treasure. When they finished burying it, she returned the shovel to Haja. Unfortunately, Haja was even more suspicious.
Here you go, Haja. Thank you so much. You have a lovely day.
Wait. Dear sister-in-law, come, sit for a moment. We never have enough time to talk. So, how's life? I didn't know you've been taking up gardening lately.
Oh, no gardening.
Then perhaps you were building something? A new well?
No, we haven't. Nothing new. I've got to go. You have a good day.
Not that I would stick my nose where it doesn't belong, of course. It's just that your life is so interesting. And I'd love to hear about all the new and wonderful things you've been up to. So, are there any new wonderful things?
No, nothing new. I mean, if Ollie Baby had found anything wonderful or special, you would be the first to know.
After your mother, of course.
Right, and I haven't even told her. So, but I mean, there's nothing to tell. So why would I? But hey, I think I hear Ollie Baby calling. You have a good day.
Farewell indeed. Why on earth would you need a shovel? And what have we here? Is this gold dust? Can this be real? Kasim!
What is it, Masha? I was busy.
Busy? You knew nothing of a man. While you were busy, your brother was out finding gold.
How do you know?
I let them borrow our shovel, and when they returned it, I found gold stuck to it.
So he was digging up gold?
No, he was digging up dirt, of course.
Ha ha! Golden dirt.
No, mush for brains. He found some gold, and then he buried it.
Oh, I get it. My brother's trying to grow more gold. Boy, my brother's dumb.
Alibaba has gold. Go and get it. Whenever we're rich, you can do whatever you want all day long.
All day?
And I won't say a word about it.
Deal.
Kasim confronted Ali Baba and forced him to tell where the cave was and how he could get in. Kasim rode as fast as he could to the cave. When he saw the door, he yelled,
Expand!
No!
"No!
Lift!
No!
Open now!
No!
Oh, what is it?
Open sesame!
Open sesame! Open sesame!
Kasim was thrilled at the fortune before him, but unfortunately, he forgot the words to get back out. There were no children on the insides of the cave to help him remember.
Please open. Speak. Enter.
Suddenly, the 40 thieves came riding toward the cave again.
Open sesame!
He was never seen again. Well, the robbers were furious that someone knew about their cave. So the leader went into town and asked around to find out about the family the man belonged to, because if one person knew, there were bound to be others.
Hey, you sir. I hear you asking about Kasim. I've done some business with him in years past, but I haven't seen him lately. I don't suppose you know where he's gone.
Old woman, if you are wise, you will tell me. Where did Kasim live?
Where did he live, eh? Some reason to suppose he's not still living. Perhaps I should call the officials and tell them about your son. I'll call one over here right now, and we can talk about poor old Kasim.
Old woman, be warned. Those who cross me, I deal very poorly. And but those who help me received much reward. Now go and take my partner to, as you call him, the house of poor old Kasim.
The old man led the thief to Ali Baba and Kasim's home. He left a white chalk mark on the door so that they would know the place again upon their return. Marjana came out of the house and saw the mark on the door, and she sensed it might mean danger to her master. She took some chalk and marked on all the other doors in the neighborhood. The next day, when the thieves returned, they couldn't tell where they should attack. They tried this 2 more times, but each time the clever Marjana foiled their plan. Disgusted with his cohorts, Hassam had the old lady show him where they lived himself. He bought a large number of oil jars and disguised himself as an oil merchant. He traveled past Ali Baba's home and unloaded his pot to pretend needing a rest.
Good man of the house.
Yes, sir.
How
may I help you?
Hi, I am a humble oil merchant, as you can see, and I am new to this town and not so familiar with it, but I understand that I might find perhaps some lodging in your house.
I don't see why not. We don't have a lot of space, but what we have we can share. Sure, I can at least offer you a safe roof for the night.
I would gladly pay you for your hospitality.
Oh, there's no need. We have plenty.
Wife, if I told you about that, go fix a sandwich or something.
Oh, okay.
Plenty, eh? Sounds like you maybe came into a little good fortune.
Well, maybe a bit, but you know how it is with wives. If she had her way, it'd be gone overnight.
Overnight, eh? We'll see what happens to your fortune overnight. Hey, boys!
Right, boss, you got it.
We're with ya. Okay, but I'm kind of cramped in here.
You're cramped, eh? I don't care how cramped you get. Stay hidden until it's time.
Right, boss, no problem. We're waiting for that signal. Counting us. We'll be ready.
Okay, but my legs are falling asleep.
Oh, your legs are falling asleep, eh? How about if we just remove them?
Feeling much better now, hey?
Glad to hear it.
I can't feel my toes. How can I jump out and surprise anyone without my toes?
Good grief. Anyone think you're a schoolboy instead of a ruthless criminal?
Just because I steal things doesn't make me a criminal. Actually, it does. Who's there?
Is it time yet?
No, not yet, but soon.
What did you say? Is it time yet?
No, not yet, but soon.
Good. I'm gonna need a chiropractor after this.
Keep lying, I'll be glad to crack your neck for you.
Say it to my face, big man.
As soon as I get out of here and I see that ugly mug of yours, I will.
Got a couple of friends to help you? Remember, I fought off 3 men with only a broken stick.
Oh, not this again.
You broke the stick yourself.
Yeah, plus 2 of the men were already wounded, and the 3rd was a girl.
Hey, that doesn't mean anything. When girls feel threatened, they can be pretty vicious.
You don't know the half of it. What's going on? Stop making such a racket. They're going to find us. Too late.
Brave Marjana had defeated the band of thieves single-handedly, but she knew that their leader was still in the house, and that it was up to her to save the family from this dangerous man. She remembered that she had seen Hassam wearing a golden dagger at his side and knew she had to get it away from him. As she served the family dinner, she offered to dance for them. She glided and twisted with her body as was the style. When she came close to Hassam, she seized her chance.
He's a thief.
The city guard was called.
Guards, come and take this thief I've captured away.
And Hassam never bothered them again. Ali Baba was so pleased by the loyalty that Marjana had shown that he asked if she would like to marry his son as a reward. And although it had never crossed their mind, they gratefully accepted, and they all lived
We're in there.